How's your feeling about getting this absolutely amazing rank, all India rank 56? How this has happened? Matlab, how after class 10th you realized that CLAT is something for you?
Didn't have any interest in the fields related to science or commerce, so I knew I had to take humanities instead.
तो
Right.
पेरेंट्स का पहला परसेप्शन रहता है बेटा कुछ भी कर लो, डॉक्टर बन जाओ, इंजीनियर बन जाओ, बट लॉयर तो कभी मत बनना कि लॉ करके क्या ही बन जाएगा, कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता इसका तो जीवन में। लॉ cannot be a great career option, जीवन खराब हो जाएगा।
It was probably because I argued a lot with him over numerous things.
Why you have taken up humanities? Taking humanities compulsory, or what do you think कि it has complemented you in your law preparation anywhere? Humanities तो उन्हीं को लेना है जो कि हर जगह फेल हो गया तो भाई humanities ले लो।
I lost my seat with 1 mark.
So how's about your feeling, your parents, how about their feelings?
Well, we're all very excited.
Okay, so tell us about your school life.
I studied at Quantitative Public School. I did my 12th from St. Joseph School, where I took humanities. For CLAT, I wasn't really much sure, but my father recommended it to me. And I think I started in March, last year, March, and I wasn't preparing seriously until then. It was only about like May or June that I got serious, and that's why.
Okay, so your father recommended you CLAT, right? So why he recommended you law as a career?
It was basically because when I was a child, I used to hear a lot about this that you will be a great lawyer when you grow up. Until recently, I realized it was not a compliment.
Do you still think that you would have been cracking this CLAT with such an absolutely amazing rank?
Not at all. Definitely not. Definitely not.
So, friends, today we have got Jagriti Singh with us, who has got all India rank 56, and she is going into the National University, which she has dreamt of. And today we'll try to understand the mindset of a topper. And let's welcome all of us, Jagriti Singh. How are you?
I'm good, sir. How are you?
All good. How's your feeling about getting this absolutely amazing rank, all India rank 56? So, how's about your feeling, your parents? How about their feelings?
Well, we're all very excited to join the GNLU. I've been looking forward to it since 4 months, and I'm finally getting there, so it's a really big thing for me.
Okay, so tell us about your school life, little bit about your school life, from where you have done your schooling, from where you have done your class 12th, and how this has happened. Matlab, how after class 10th you realized that CLAT is something for you.
Okay, so I studied at Vanita Public School till class 10th. It's a Lahora Bay, you might know that. And after that, I did my 12th from St. Joseph School, where I took humanities. And by that time, I had already realized that I didn't have any interest in the fields related to science or commerce, so I knew I had to take humanities instead. For CLAT, I wasn't really much sure, but my father recommended it to me.
Okay.
So I thought, okay, I'll try that. And I think I started in March, last year, March, and I wasn't preparing seriously until then. It was only about like May or June that I got serious, and that's why.
Okay, so your father recommended you CLAT, right? And when I started my journey into Career Launcher, it was like we used to recommend law as a great career. So why he recommended you law as a career?
I think it's because my late uncle, he was a lawyer at the district court in Bihar, and also some of my father's friends were lawyers, and their children, they had also tried CLAT and got into good LUs as well. So I think, and it was basically because when I was a child, I used to hear a lot about this that you will be a great lawyer when you grow up. Until recently, I realized it was not a compliment.
Correct.
So I guess it was about that.
But again, if I go back, even if someone is a lawyer, let's say in a district court, not in a high court or a supreme court, and definitely you're talking about Bihar. So the memory that I am having, right, is lawyer का मतलब वो कचहरी होती है, 10 रुपए का स्टैम्प लगाना पड़ता है. That's the memory that I am having, and that's the memory that every single parent is having. तो
Right.
पेरेंट्स का पहला परसेप्शन रहता है बेटा कुछ भी कर लो, डॉक्टर बन जाओ, इंजीनियर बन जाओ, बट लॉयर तो कभी मत बनना. सो व्हाट मोटिवेटेड योर फादर? ही मस्ट हैव स्पोकन विथ यू कि अच्छा चलो लॉ करने जा रही हूँ जागृति, तो लॉ करने के लिए ये सारी चीजें जरूरत होती हैं. Has he inquired that thing? Anyone from your family, immediate family, is into law? Why he recommended you law? What he has seen in you?
Okay, so I guess it was probably because I argued a lot with him over numerous things.
Okay.
Maybe it's feminism or anything, religion, anything like that. So when he saw that I love arguing, his first thought was, oh, she's going to be a lawyer.
So, viewers, listen. If you can argue, that means law is for you. That's the first message of this podcast. Yes. Then.
That's not correct, obviously. But he
Correct.
saw like this some skills. I don't know what did he see in me, but that's why he thought that law was good for me. And even his friends, when like they recommended it, that it would be a good career option for her.
Okay. Why you have taken up humanities? Because I want to get into that as well. Because law and humanities, they are complementing each other, and it has, we have seen it enough number of times that both of them are complementing. Because if someone has taken up humanities, so the first impression now, almost like 10 years back, it was the different story altogether. अब अगर कोई humanities ले रहा है, that means उसको law ही करना है. law नहीं करना तो भाई IAS और PCS
UPSC,
वाला
right.
वो UPSC का एग्जाम देके हमें जज बनना है. So once you have taken up, you said that 10th tak you have been to Vanita Public School, and then you change your school.
Right.
Was humanities not given in Vanita Public School?
Yes, it was not at the end.
Correct. And then you changed it, right? So when you went to St. Joseph, right, which were the subjects that you have taken in humanities and why?
In humanities, they were basically history, political science, English, physical education, and the one that I dreaded the most was economics. But I had to take it because there wasn't any good option available there.
Correct.
Apart from that. So when I got my 10th result, it was 90%. So basically everyone was like, you're going to
Science
take
le lo.
science le lo, science le lo.
Yes.
Then I thought, okay, I can take science, and I could have, but I hated physics with a passion.
Wow.
So I was like,
So
I can't
I
do
am
science.
also one of them that we all hated when we have taken up commerce, right? So
Right.
I have also hated physics, right? So your obvious choice was you have taken up history, right?
Yes, yes.
History along with political
Political.
science. That's the combination. That's a deadly combination for all the humanities students. And the third subject that was like economics.
Right.
Fourth one English, and the fifth one is
Physical education.
physical education. Okay, tell me, is taking humanities compulsory, or what do you think? It has complemented you in your law preparation anywhere?
Yes, it has.
How?
Definitely, it has. So, if you look at the curriculum of humanities for class 11th, you know, the political science book,
Yes.
it basically constitutes much of the constitutional law that we have to study for CLAT.
Okay.
And the history part, even the economics, it constitutes the static history that we have to learn. So I didn't have to focus much on that because I had already studied it.
Correct.
So it helped me out a lot.
Wonderful. So, when we speak about a lot of students, that was also an interesting thing. You said that you started your preparation in March, right?
Right.
So, almost when you were in class 12th, almost on the verge of starting your class 12th, correct? Have you started and thought about it in class 11th?
Yes, I did think about it, but I wasn't really sure. When my father recommended it, I was like, okay, I'll
So,
check.
when he recommended you?
It was around class 10, mid of class 10th.
Mid of class 10. So,
Right.
what about mid of class 11th?
Mid of class, I was considering different career options.
What are those career options that you are considering?
I think I thought about being a writer. Then I realized there's not much scope in it.
Right.
Or how will I gain
Correct.
popularity and everything. Then I thought about being a psychologist.
Wonderful. A lot of students, they think about being a psychologist as well. Why you have not pursued ahead?
I did not pursue ahead because there isn't really big of a reason.
Correct.
I was just told that it is not a good career option, and
It was told by your father?
You can say that.
I can understand why it was like he was very adamant that he has to send you into the law profession for sure, right?
Right.
Okay, so that's about your 11th, and then you started in your class 12th, right? Okay, so when you started, what was your biggest hurdle when you started?
Okay, so my biggest hurdle was that when I started preparing, the others with me they were already much far away. They were
Correct,
already much further.
correct.
They had their courses. They knew how to study,
Yeah,
when to study, what to study, and everything. So when I started, I was like, I thought I was starting at the 0 point, and they were already much farther behind,
correct.
much farther
Ahead,
up ahead,
correct.
right? So that was, I thought I had a lot of backlogs कि ये complete करना है, पहले ये complete करना है, कैसे करना है. So I used to think about that a lot.
ठीक है. Your friend circle, right? I want to include them as well.
Right.
Law is not a very popular course, right? It has gained popularity over the last 5 years, 6 years now. Because when we started it, it was like definitely कि law करके क्या ही बन जाएगा, कुछ भी नहीं हो सकता है इसका तो जीवन में, जीवन खराब हो जाएगा. And there are a lot of people, lot of podcasters as well these days. They talk about law cannot be a great career option, but it's the other way around. We all know
Right.
about it.
Right.
You tell me about your friends because there must be a friend circle in St. Joseph as well, right?
Yes. Definitely.
Humanities is a common factor for all of you put together. Any of your friends also were having a common intention or they wanted to become writer, psychologist, or any other thing? So tell us about your friend circle.
Okay, so my friend circle in St. Joseph's, well, let's just say they were not very much into studying.
Correct.
Right. One of them was there, she wanted to do UPSC.
Yeah.
But although she was very interested in law and always asked about how you're studying, how you're preparing for it, and everything about that. So I think, yeah, there's that. There was also my friend circle from Vanita.
Vanita
Those
Public School.
guys were like very, very supportive.
Very supportive. So how they supported you?
Like, they love to hang out. We
Correct.
used to hang out like every other week.
Correct.
So by the way, if I tell them that no, I can't do this week, I have to study, they'll understand. And even they let me postpone the plans to weeks, even months.
Wow.
And they help me study like a lot. If someone was bothering me, calling me repeatedly, they'll be like, no, don't bother her, she's
Any
studying.
common friends who were having a similar intention of doing a CLAT course?
No.
No. And still, that's the reason. That could be one of the reason that okay, we don't have the common intention. That's the reason we can hang out, right? That could also be
Right.
one of the reason. But just wanted to understand a little deeper, right? Because being a career counselor myself, I need to understand कि as a humanities student, if I'm taken up humanities, right, after class 10, earlier it used to happen that अगर अच्छा 90 नहीं आया तो भाई साइंस तो नहीं ले सकते भाई, तब तो फिर आप कॉमर्स लीजिए. अगर 80 के नीचे आया तो भाई द थर्ड कैटेगरी
Was
वाज लाइक
humanities.
ह्यूमैनिटीज, तो उन्हीं को लेना है जो कि हर जगह फेल हो गया तो भाई ह्यूमैनिटीज ले लो. नाउ द impression has changed, right? Over the last couple of years, the impression has changed, definitely. Jagrati, tell me, for you, the batch size would have been small, right? If I'm
In
not
St.
wrong,
Joseph's?
At St. Joseph, right?
Right.
How many students were there along with you for humanities?
Two.
Two,
Including me.
including me.
Right.
Interesting. I was not knowing a lot of things about it. So two. A lot of people they say that environment होना चाहिए, अच्छे colleagues होने चाहिए. Then the learning, actually the learning curve will happen once you have a group of friends, right? 10, 15,
Right.
20. So haven't you discussed this with your father? Ki why St. Joseph? Why can't I get into the mainstream schools where there will be 50, 60 students studying together for humanities?
Okay, well, there's a story behind that.
Please.
I tried when my class 10th results came. I thought I'll give an entrance to CHS girls. You might be
Correct.
knowing about that. So I did not think about any other school. I just prepared for it with all my might, and then the results came, and I actually got into that.
Wow.
But
Ah.
then came the counseling round, to which I lost my seat with 1 mark.
Oh my God.
And by that time, all of the other schools, all the seats had been filled. So I had a
Interesting.
right.
So that could also be one of the reason of your success, right? When you don't have anyone else to focus on, you started focusing on self, right?
Right.
Because that was the biggest hurdle. Because if I need to now, I have understood, okay, this has happened with you. You lost the seed by 1 mark, so you made it enough as far as the CLAT zone
Right.
is concerned that you'll not be missing this time.
I'll not be making the same mistake ever
Okay, so
again.
let me ask you, right? If we have to just remove this all in a rank 56 for a minute, I would have asked this question 2 years back or 3 years back, maybe when you were in your early 15 or early 16. Uh, do you still think that you would have been cracking this CLAT with such an absolutely amazing rank?
Not at all. Definitely not. Definitely not. You see, when I was in class 8th or ninth, I wasn't really very much studious.
Okay,
I just did good in subjects, that's all. It's not like I studied day and night like I did in the past few months.
correct,
So if you tell the 15-year-old me that I got All India rank 56,
correct.
she would be absolutely shocked.
Wonderful.
Right.
Uh, Let me just ask you, while you were preparing, right? Let's come to your preparation a little bit, right? When you were preparing for this CLAT course, what are the things that you've heard from your seniors, from your batchmates, from your juniors, from your friends, from your family, from your immediate family, right? It is tough, it is easy, it is challenging. What are the things that you've heard about this CLAT as a course?
Okay. So, well, basically, most was it's very hard. I don't think you can do it. Uh, you should try appearing for something else. Somebody
CUT कर
will
लो.
CUT कर लो. Somebody will like तुम CLAT
Correct.
क्यों कर रही हो? Why do you
Correct.
take humanities? You should have done JE.
Right.
You should have done NEET.
True.
So there was a mixture of opinions about me doing CLAT. So well, basically it's because my mother, father, and brother they all supported me, and they encouraged me at times, and that's why yeah.
What is your brother doing?
My brother is doing he is in his final year of BTech.
Wonderful. So they would have thought that a BTech is there, a lawyer will be there. It's a deadly combination at home. So your mother and father, they're very smart, right? In terms of realizing what needs to be done, how we have to maneuver the entire resources at large.
True.
Okay, so how CLAT has entered when we talk about you preparing for a common law admission test, you must have done your own research, right? That
Right.
these are the 5 sections that will be coming. There will be English, there will be maths, there will be logical reasoning, there will be GK. On a scale of 10, please rank, right? Which is the hardest for you at the beginning, which was the second hardest, and just categorize it from 5 to 1. And then once your preparation was done, then rank it from 1 to 5, right?
Okay. Okay.
Go ahead.
So when I start my preparation, definitely QT was the hardest for me. Quantitative, I
Maths.
could not do it at all. Like I struggled so much. I struggled like 25 to 30 minutes for a single caselet.
The entire CLAT is over now. Like you were a student, right? Till class 10th, you must be having maths.
Yes,
So have
again.
you taken maths in your 10 plus 2 as well? No.
No, no,
No, that's
not
what
at
you have
all.
said. 5 subjects,
Right.
but not having maths, right? Okay. Then,
Then I guess it would be CA, current
okay,
affairs,
current
because
affairs.
I could never grasp the concepts or how much did I need to study. It would be like ये भी पढ़ना है, ये भी पढ़ना है, ये भी पढ़ना है, कितना पढ़ना है. So I would get so confused, and by that time it would be a backlog. And the third, I think, it was critical reasoning.
Okay.
It was I had a love-hate relationship with critical reasoning. Sometimes it would be good. I'll get
Sometimes it's horrible.
right. It's horrible. I'll sometimes get all correct, and sometimes I will not be able to get a single question in my head right.
Correct.
And legal reasoning was very nice. I got that, but sometimes there were
Certain questions
certain
that
questions
must have
that
bothered,
held
but
me back.
you're ranking it at fourth, right? Fourth
Right,
is like
right.
difficulty level. Fourth, which is your second, and the first one is English.
English. I loved English.
Right. What was your score in English? out
Uh,
of 24?
Out of 24, it was always 22 to 23.
22 to 23. Let's dig in more, right?
Right.
Now,
Okay.
in the same order, we'll go with the score wise, right? So the score chart will come for the viewers at large. So 22 23 is what your final score was in CLAT. Out of 32 in legal reasoning,
In
in
CLAT,
CLAT, final score.
I don't think I remember all that detail, but I can tell
Little
you
bit
more.
of tentative, like
Right.
if you break it up. So, what would have been in English tentative out of 24?
I think it was 21 about
21 around.
21.
Take,
Right.
let's go to legal reasoning. Out of 32, what was your score? Tentative again, plus
Right.
minus 3 4. I know that
Okay.
they do not release the section wise score. So you tell me what was your tentative score in legal reasoning?
I think it was 27, 28.
27 28. Okay.
Right.
So let's go to the third one, critical care unit, right? I call it the CIO and CUO, right? So what about the critical unit?
Critical to his part,
24?
it was all
All about
analytical.
analytical, right?
Analytical.
Even I appeared for the paper, and it was all about analytical reasoning, electrocardiogram.
Electrocardiograph. Right.
So that was the first question. I was very happy. Okay, this is a very simple thing, right? But it was a caselet. To be very honest with you, it was a surprise package in CLAT. We'll come to that later on.
Okay.
But okay, what was your score in this 16 17, if I'm not wrong?
No, not that much.
Not
I
that
think
much?
it was 20 around.
20.
19 to 20.
Ah, wonderful.
I was good at
You
analytical.
are there. See, the critical care unit has helped you in a big way. And the fourth, you said GK, right? What about your current affairs?
Okay.
Out of 20, 28?
28.
Yeah.
It was definitely about
20 plus?
20.
Ah, 20, 20.
Because
That's a good score,
I
right?
remember I skipped 4 of the questions.
Right. Which are those?
And I got 5.
We'll,
No,
we'll
5
come to
or
the
4
paper
now.
as well because I remember it very, very clearly. And what about your maths? 12. Out of 12, what was your score? 6, 7?
Out of, yeah, 6, 7.
Less than that, right? Because the students will be very happy. Okay, with 6 and 7, if I can get all in a 56, that's okay. But what was your score? Tentative.
Yes, I think it was 6 or 7.
6 or 7, no? That's
Right.
what I guess.
I skipped 3 or 4 of them.
Okay, so shall we dig more deeper into it, right? So once you appeared for the CLAT paper, would you like to change this ranking at the beginning and in the end? Because in the beginning you have given the ranking as 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Right.
Would you like to change the top 2 order?
I would
like
like-
starting from English, you want to change that? Or you want to keep it at number 1?
Okay, no, English was at number 1.
Number 1. Number 2, we'll keep it legal only?
No, we'll keep it analytical.
See, we have changed the ranking as well. What about the third one?
Legal.
Legal. So legal, sir, and everyone, see, the ranking gets changed, right? For the moment the final examination has happened. What about the fourth one?
It was
GK versus
GK,
maths.
GK.
GK remains
Maths
wherever
will
it
always
is.
be my worst.
Right, maths would have been worse. Chalo. Shall we go little deep? I know that it's been 4.5 odd months for you. You have appeared for CLAT. I was horrible in maths, to be very honest with you. I failed in maths a number of times, right? That's another case story that I have cracked the entrance examination with these, whichever exam that I have appeared in. Let's talk about the first page that I opened in my CLAT paper when I was appearing along with all the other students as well, was the math section, right? So,
Okay.
ratio and proportion question, right? And there was, do you feel that once you see, I don't know whether you have checked the paper again, because once it is done, it is done. Once you get the
Right.
rank, it is done and dusted for you. But because we are a teacher and we are educators, we have actually analyzed the paper. I got almost like 11 questions right on a scale of 12
Okay, that's
in
great.
maths. And why it has happened is, do you feel that if you look at the paper, quarter 1, quarter 2, quarter 3, quarter 4, coal, hydro, if you remember, all the 2200, 2500, there was certain numbers that was given.
Right.
And you need to find the total renewable energy and all these things were there in the paper. Do you still feel that if someone is good with plus, minus, divide and subtract, they can definitely get into this mode of 12 on 12. And if someone can get a good marks, which is 10 plus in maths, he's having an edge over others.
Yes, definitely. It gives you a greater chance of getting in the good NLUs.
Good NLUs. So do you feel that another 5 marks or 6 marks in maths would have helped you in a big way
Yes.
as far as your ranking is concerned?
Yes, it would have.
Okay, so do you feel that the students who are actually listening to this conversation, instead of focusing a lot on legal, which is primarily their strongest area. The
Right.
reason is they want to make a career into it. But they forget or they miss this opportunity of maths being the strongest or the weakest area, because
Right.
your ranking also remains the same, fifth. In spite of getting this rank, fifth is where maths stands.
Right.
If for someone who is coming from a science background student, let us understand this. You are from humanities. If someone is from science, do they have an advantage or not?
Yes, definitely. If they're good at maths, they
And
can.
logical reasoning as well.
Right. And if they can do the calculations fast, they definitely have an edge. It's all about.
So, if someone is starting, let's say today, we are doing this podcast on 6th of June.
Yes.
Let's say that 6th June, someone is starting. Would you say to him, oblique her, that okay, focus a lot on maths on a daily basis, along with that, put a smaller basket for the other section as well? Is it
Right.
true?
No, I think yes, you need to practice maths daily, but you do not
Have
need.
you done that?
I tried.
That you
I
tried, right?
tried.
But someone has to be serious, right?
Right. We
So
have
that's
to be.
about maths, right? Let's go to the second section. GK, common factor, right? Let's go the other way out, right? From the
Okay.
least to the most.
Okay.
So I'll come to the English later on, right? So GK is one of the most unpredictable area in the last 2 years, 3 years. Right?
Right.
Do you agree with that?
Absolutely.
Even if the students are studying X, Y, Z, they keep on investing their 16 hours, 17 hours, 18 hours. CLAT and the consortium always they surprises us with their
Right.
own zone of producing GK questions.
True. True.
And this year was no different from what they have done it earlier as well. Last year,
It
it
was
was
all
more about the
static
direct
GK.
questions.
Right.
And there was a direct passage से उठा के उन्होंने क्वेश्चन दे दिया था. इस बार उन्होंने वैसा नहीं किया. एक तो अच्छी बात की पैसेज दिया. It was like just to refresh your memory.
Right.
Trump, there was a passage based on Trump and the Trump tariff, right?
Right. Right.
Then there was Divya Deshmukh, chess champion.
Yes, there was one, the Air India crash.
Air India crash was there, and there is a fourth one is from Shanghai Cooperation Organization,
Right.
and there is also a fifth one, right? What do you suggest, right? How the students should prepare for GK?
Okay. Well, definitely they should focus on static GK, which often students miss.
Thank you so much for telling this. What is the static GK?
Static GK is like basically the general knowledge that one should have, or even the modern history.
Right. Can you give few examples? And when we say static GK, the viewers are confused, the students are confused, even the teachers are confused. Even the A-Let paper, we have heard about a lot of static GK comes into A-Let paper, right?
Right.
So you tell me, there are few questions that you'll be suggesting. Knowing the president, vice president, or the governors, or what is static GK for you?
Okay. Well, definitely first it's the modern history.
Yeah.
Then it's the working of constitution, the basic ones, basic points. And after that, there's folk dances, folk culture, folk costume, and yes, and basic geography. There's that.
So, how this will help in a CLAT paper? I'll give you an example. This will help in terms of understanding it better. There was a question, let's say, take a paragraph of Divya Deshmukh, right?
Right.
Came in. Now, Divya Deshmukh became the chess champion, right? And they gave a passage and there were 5 questions. There was one question that who was the first world champion into chess,
Right.
right? They asked from India as well and they
Yes.
asked from
The
abroad
world.
as well, right? Does this count as a static GK?
Yes. it can.
Absolutely, right?
Absolutely.
So one needs to find out all the wars, ISRO, NASA. Do you feel that all these things, components, form a part of this static GK as well
Yes,
in a
they
big
do.
way?
They do.
And they should focus because a lot of students are confused. पढ़े तो पढ़े क्या? जाए तो जाए क्या?
Right.
कितना हिंदू पढ़े? कितना इंडियन एक्सप्रेस पढ़े? And उनको पढ़ना कैसे चाहिए? मतलब when you started from March, what you did in GK, which helped you to get 20 plus?
Okay. So for static GK, first I would say is like if you are reading about a particular current topic, let's just say it's about well, any other topic it is, then you have to research what is the history behind that
Correct.
and the basic working of the thing, whatever
Correct.
it is.
Correct.
And this is how you can do your static GK.
Hmm.
As for me, what I did was, well, first I read newspapers daily, and then I
Editorial pages recommended,
sometimes,
right?
yes, recommended.
And going through the newpaper in how many hours that you used to finish?
One
1 hour
1 hour.
is good enough, right, to grasp all the important points. Do you were you having a notes copy as well, where you need to put up your
Yes,
notes?
yes, yes,
Very
I did. I
important, right?
had, I filled 3 or 4 of the notes copy.
Okay, so
Variety.
viewers, we will bring all the notes copies right with us, and we'll do another podcast only with those copies as well. There are 3 copies, right? So GK, static GK, and current affairs is a mixture of both. But
Right.
without static GK, one cannot survive. If someone has to score 20 plus, obviously static GK will hold a long key. Should I say that ALET ka paper? You have appeared for ALET as well, right?
Yes, right.
How about that GK? Interesting. We'll take that as well.
Okay.
Yeah.
I cannot say much about ALET ka GK because
किया
I
ही नहीं
failed
होगा.
because I failed miserably in that.
Right.
I
So
did
what?
static GK, but not that much.
Any questions that you remember from the ALET paper? Any question?
Well, I
That
tried to erase it out of my memory.
okay.
How bad I fumbled.
So uh, after GK, you said about critical reasoning. No,
Right.
legal reasoning, because your ranking got changed the
Right,
last
right,
time.
right.
We'll tell the viewers ranking change hoti rehti hai बार बार. So legal reasoning. How did you prepare for legal reasoning? And this year's CLAT paper, what happened?
Okay, so basically for legal reasoning, it was learning the concepts first, learning the laws or anything related to that. And afterwards, it was practice sectionals and sectionals over the period of months.
How did you prepare? Because if a viewer needs to view this podcast, what is something that you have done right in legal, and what is something that you thought that you, if you would have done, you would have got 32 on 32 instead of 27, 28?
Okay, well, I think it was in the criminal law section.
Okay.
I used to focus on that a lot.
Hmm.
Like most of my time of legal reasoning got devoted to criminal law
Okay.
only. So I think that was the mistake I made. I should have concentrated equally on all the other aspects.
Constitution, law of
Law,
courts,
family law,
international
right.
law. So passages were tricky this time in CLAT.
No passages. That was pretty understandable. That was good.
Someone can do it, right? With
Yes.
basic understanding of law and the
And how to
implementation of
apply it.
implementation is the
Right.
key to it, right? So I feel that most of the candidates who are appearing for CLAT, they do fairly well in legal reasoning, right?
Right.
Critical reasoning, right, which has changed to analytical reasoning this year. Were you expecting analytical reasoning? So many questions will come from analytical reasoning.
Well, I was expecting a few of them, 5 or 6, but I wasn't really expecting the whole section to change into analytical reasoning.
And there was no critical passages,
No.
right?
No.
Assumption, statement, conclusion, nothing came, right?
No.
So, what was your first reaction when you saw the paper of logical reasoning? You flipped, you saw that first question, and the next question was more about there was a thief, 11 से 12 के
Right.
बीच में,
Anjali,
yes,
Bharat,
Anjali,
and
right?
the-
कुछ होता है. Anjali came into the picture. Now, what happened when you saw that? Were you surprised, shocked? What happened to you?
Okay, so when I opened my papers, the first section that I got was analytical. So
Okay, so
I just opened it and I was confused. Then I checked, is it CLAT? Okay. Then I thought
I would have
दूसरे
got the
पेज पे-
CUT paper instead of CLAT paper. Okay.
I thought दूसरे पेज पे होगा.
Yes.
Critical. Nothing over there.
तीसरे
Then I
पेज पे
flipped.
होगा.
Nothing over there. I thought पूरा analytical कैसे आ सकता है?
Yes.
Right.
So that has actually resulted in a shocker for a lot of students, right? But if you look at the rank, it's the other way around, right? So if you look at the 100 plus scores in CLAT
Right.
2026, which is 2025 CLAT, the number of students who have gone past 100, they are majorly has been better than what used to happen. And a lot of pundits, right, beyond this career launcher, जो बहुत बाहर के podcasters and lot of other institutes, they've said that cut off to jayega 90, cut off to jayega 85, cut off to jayega 80. It was the other way around, right?
Right.
पता चला कि इतना ज्यादा हाई चला गया कि the people have also scored 110 plus. Nobody have ever imagined that would
Right.
have happened. So it was a shocker for the students, but at the same point of time, it is the ability for the people who have absorbed those shocks, they came victorious. It was
Right.
true for you as well?
Yes, I think when I saw the cutoffs, well, when the results came, all of them were releasing expected
And you
cutoffs
got,
and
sorry,
everything.
you got 16, 17, what you said, as far as the critical reasoning is concerned, or 20 plus?
20 about
20
about
above.
20, right.
And it was a shocker paper. The first page, shocker, second page, shocker, and out of 24, you scored 20 plus.
Right.
कैसे हुआ ये?
I was simply good at AR.
Yes. And how that has happened? Why you were good at AR? You were expecting? The paper was out to you?
No.
Then what happened?
Whenever I attempted any mocks, okay, my approach would be I had to see the AR section because I
Correct.
found that very interesting.
Very correct.
So whenever there was AR की class, I would very attentively listen
Correct.
and practice as much as I could.
Absolutely, I can understand. एक चीज और है, AR 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 आ गया, AR आ गया, AR आ गया, एकदम घुसपुस पूरे देश में. बट AR आ गया, बट AR तो easy था.
Right.
Even when I appeared, Deepika ma'am, and every one of us, when we appeared for the exam, it was one of the most easiest section.
Right.
Because if someone could have implemented themselves well into the paper, it was a shocker. But because of the mindset, does that also play an important role for becoming an achiever?
Yes, definitely. So you see, when we got the paper, obviously we were very shocked. ऐसा कैसे आ गया? But the thing is, you have to absorb that shock and move past it to
Absolutely.
actually attempt it.
So, any of the changes, we already know that there will be certain changes that will happen every year.
Right.
What we have seen recently in the NEET paper as well, any shock that will that can come from any corners, right? Whether you like it, whether we don't like it. So critical reasoning is critical, only the name is there.
Right.
But it was analytical. So instead
Right.
of critical, it changed to analytical, and you are good at it, right? So you will be saying to the viewers and the students that you have to have that surprise element will be there.
Right.
And we need to be ready with understanding कि कैसे surprise को हम लोग को absorb करना है, कैसे shock को absorb करना है. And you are pretty good at it because of the mock analysis and the mocks that you people have appeared in, correct? आते हैं आपके second favorite area पे. What was that? English. Now, what do you say for English section? What one has to do? Because passage आते हैं, you know that there will be passages, there will be questions. So what is your suggestion to them? How did you practice?
Okay. First of all, the thing is you need to be really good at it. You need to be able to comprehend everything that is written in one go only. You do not need to like revert back to the passage a number of times, because that just kills the time. When you read it, you grasp the concept in mind, and when you see the questions, you have to mark it out. That's right. And what I did was basically I read the editorials and anything I could get my hands on, I just read those. You need to practice different kinds of passages, be it fiction, be it history, economics, scientific, everything.
Very nice.
You need to be engrossed in all the concepts, and it should not be like, "Arey, science aa gaya, to main kaise karungi?"
Absolutely. Because
Right.
someone from humanities, a science passage could be a troublesome for them.
Right.
Someone from science, an economics passage could be a troublesome for them. So you have read a lot of articles as well, right?
Right.
Okay. So what you did for bringing your accuracy? What was your first mock score that you remember out of 120?
First mock score out of 120 was 61 around. I think.
61, right?
61.
Were you shocked 50% is not good enough?
Yes, definitely. But then I thought, "Ki, this is just the beginning. It's
Yeah.
my first mock. What else can I expect?"
61 to the way you have approached every single month. You must have prepared a lot of schedule, because that's what we have been told by our parents, by our seniors, by a lot of people. Make schedule, make schedule. What was your schedule looks like?
Okay,
And how
so
many times you ensured that there is a breakage happening up every day? You are making a schedule, not following it, making, not following, making, not following. So how many times it has happened with you?
multiple times
Okay.
I was not able to follow a schedule or a timetable very well. I made it and then I followed it for a good 2 days. And after that, I'll forget it. Not forget, I would be like, okay, I'll do this later. Or
Were you writing it in a diary? What was your schedule?
yes, I wrote
Yes,
it. I wrote
you
it
wrote it.
multiple number of
Right.
times.
So what happened, and what? How did you manage to be in sync with whatever you have written? Because there are 5 areas. A
Right.
lot of questions comes in. Sir, पांचों एरिया दिन में करना चाहिए. पांचों एरियाज पे फोकस करना चाहिए. And you were also doing your class 12th along with your CLAT preparation.
Right.
How did you manage, right? 12th भी करना है, सीसॉ में इधर एक सीसॉ में आप बैठे हो, एक सीसॉ में क्लैट बैठा है, बीच में बोर्ड एग्जाम बैठा है. किया कैसे? Give us very pinpointed, because that will help the students to understand कि कैसे करते हैं manage, कैसे किया आपने manage.
Right. Okay. So every day I took out 1.5 or 2 hours for my board's preparation.
Perfect.
I would just do one subject a day.
Correct.
Like imagine
Monday history.
Monday history. I would do one chapter thoroughly. I'll do the question answer. I'll grasp the concept. I'll watch the lectures and everything. Tuesday I'll do political. And ऐसे करते करते Friday तक
Five
I would
subjects completed,
five
right?
subjects
ठीक है,
completed.
ठीक है.
And on Saturday and Sunday it was the break. I would even revise sometimes or give a test, small test, objective type. And along with that, for CLAT, CA took off most of my time, like minimum 2 hours daily.
Hmm. Current affairs,
Current
2 hours
affairs,
daily, right?
right.
So, are you including reading newspaper as well into that 2 hours? 1 hour you
No.
said that. Acha, that is separate. So, 2
Right.
plus 1, that is 3 hours.
Right.
Okay, so 3 hours for current affairs on a daily basis. What else?
And then I took like half an hour or two for the subjects that I needed to do.
Like, take us
Like,
through how
okay.
you did it.
So
Monday,
first
let's say it's Monday, 2 hours you are devoting to GK,
boards, right.
1.5 hour to 2 hours you are devoting to board exam, 4 hours, 1 hour you are reading, right? So that is 5 hours.
Right.
Now the rest, 4 hours.
Okay. The rest, it would be like I would cycle throughout the subjects. Like day one, I will do two, like English and QT.
English के साथ what was your combination?
English के साथ
GK
it
तो
was
GK is common in all
GK
6
is
days,
common,
correct?
right.
Now GK is all common. English का combination बना GK के साथ on Monday.
Right.
So are you doing any other third subject for maths as well?
Yes, I did.
Maths as well.
Right.
You did legal as well on that day? No.
No.
So on Tuesday, you're putting up GK, legal, and maths.
GK, legal, and critical.
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 Okay. And
right.
then on Wednesday?
Then I would circle like that.
So there are 2-3 subjects that you're doing on a daily basis. Am I correct?
Right.
And that used to take 4 hours, 4.5 hours?
Yes, I think, but it's not really good to count the hours you're studying. It has to be the time, the energy you're putting in it, the
Correct.
consistency there is, and the quality of study.
So how did you, what was your school hours? Let's take us through it. So school ka timing?
Okay, school I did not attend much.
You have not attended much. It
No.
was okay. So you used to study at home
Right.
most of the time. So okay, so 4 to 5 hours will go here, 2 hours will go to your board exam. So ideally, can we say that 8 hours is good enough out of 24 hours? 8 to 9 hours?
Yes, I mean if you have
That
to
depends
prepare
upon the
for-
learning curve as well.
right, and you have to prepare for boards as well. Right.
What was the board exam results that came just few weeks back? So what was your percentage in class 12th?
I got 87.
87, right? Which is a fairly very good percentage, right?
Yes.
And just by appearing for 1.5 hours. If you would have taken up commerce, would have been a challenge, or economics, have it become a challenge for you?
Yes.
Because you said, what was your economic marks in class 12th?
Economics, I think, well, my grade was B1 or B2 in economics, so I think it would be around 71
So that,
out of 100.
if you would have taken up, let's say, history, political science, and psychology, which 99% of the people
Right.
if they're preparing for CLAT, they take up. Your grades would have been better.
Yes,
Easily, it would
yes,
have been around
definitely.
96,
I
97.
wanted to take psychology at first, but it
Who
wasn't
stopped
available.
you?
No, no one did. There wasn't the
Options were
psychology
not there.
options were not
Right.
there, right?
That's about CLAT, right?
Mhm.
We have taken up your life. We have now moved from CLAT, your preparation.
Mhm.
Now, there are few questions that has come up from the student side as well, right?
Okay.
Because career launcher people, they were very curious, right? जागृति दीदी से कुछ क्वेश्चन पूछिएगा. So मैंने तो अपने questions काफी पूछे हैं, but I'll just take a few of the questions because they have sent us 120 questions.
Okay.
So if I'll start today, we'll end this podcast tomorrow. I don't want to do that, right? We'll have lunch, dinner together. Okay, so what is the funniest thing that has happened during your preparation? While you were preparing, what is the funniest thing that has happened with you?
Okay, so for the first few months, I
Yeah.
thought that you need to learn the whole law
Okay.
for legal reasoning. So I would just sit and memorize the law line by line.
Correct.
For that. And I think that was the funniest thing that happened. But when I asked my batchmates how you're doing legal reasoning, they told me we are just reading it all. And I was like, you are memorizing it? They were like, there's no need to memorize it.
So you were memorizing every single
Right.
line, right? Line
Right.
by line. Okay. So uh, another thing that the students they have asked is screen time. The mobile which I'm using right now, or a mobile phone that every single youth right now is having. Not one mobile now; they're having two or three, right?
Right.
Depending upon morning one mobile, evening another mobile. How was your screen time there? How much time do you used to spend on the screen ultimately?
If we add phone plus the PC that I used to study on, it would be around 14 to 15 hours.
14 to 15 hours.
Yes.
Instagram was a part of it?
No, not Instagram. I deleted it.
You deleted it.
Right.
You know how many messages you have got today? Instagram, delete kar do. If you want to do anything in your life, please delete your Instagram immediately. Are you back on Instagram? Please
No.
say. So even after 4 months, 4.5 months, you don't require Instagram. Instagram people do not feel bad about it. But ultimately, are you there on Facebook, any of the social
No,
media?
no, no. I just scroll. I just take the phone from my friend sometimes, and I just scroll the memes. That's all.
Okay, only the memes.
Right.
So if you want to be successful, please watch a lot of memes and scroll right from your friends. And the friends should be helpful enough to give you that mobile phone for scrolling, right? Good. So 14 hours to 15 hours, but there was no social media. It was all about the work, work, and
It
work,
was
right?
even YouTube sometimes or
YouTube
movies
as well, right? Movies as
Okay,
well.
I love
Which is the
movies.
last movie that you saw?
Last movie it was How to Get Away with Murder. It's a
Ah,
series.
my favorite series on Netflix, right? Please watch out How to Get Away with Murder or Suits, where I have started my career into law. So Harvey Specter is coming to pick you up for law program. It's one of the most amazing series that we
Right.
have. I was stunned by that lady and what
Jessica
she
Pearson.
absolutely
Okay.
so wonderful. So a lot of commonness when it comes to CLAT. Have you seen Breaking Bad as well, or Money
I
Heist,
think
or Squid
yes,
Game?
Money Heist I have. Squid Game I have.
So you have started these in the last couple of months, or it was like before CLAT as well? You were
Before
doing it.
CLAT as well. I love watching movies and
Right.
series.
Which are the other series apart from these?
Game of Thrones.
Game of Thrones, my favorite one. Which else?
A Song of Ice and Fire and all the other movies you see, Dead Poet Society or Atonement.
See,
Something
if
like
you want
that.
to be successful, अंग्रेजी वाले सारे series देखो. Please don't watch out Hindi series because if someone is doing Dulandar, then there is a problem. And okay, good. So almost all the that also helped you, right? Because
Yes.
English is going to your. So in one way or the other, they've got the message कि अगर successful होना है तो अंग्रेजी की Netflix series and प्लीज डोंट वॉच आउट मिर्जापुर फॉर दैट मैटर. मिर्जापुर की मूवी आ रही है उसको देख लीजिएगा. Okay, so another rapid fire question that has come from. I'll just pick up few questions, right? Was your life chaotic? One of the Abhishek has asked you this question. Please ask जागृति दीदी, उनकी लाइफ chaotic थी कि नहीं थी और हमारी भी chaotic है. उसने अपना ही बता दिया. Abhishek, why you're talking about yourself? Right, let's ask.
Okay.
Was your life
Definitely.
chaotic?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
It was sometimes I would be like, "Acha, aaj ye karna hai."
Okay.
Then something else would come up entirely, and I would not be able to study or do anything else for 2 days.
Okay.
It was very
Wonderful.
chaotic.
Mock test. How much mock test one should appear in? Wow, great question. Shambhavi is asking,
Okay.
कितने questions आप करने चाहिए? Total questions. Shambhavi, please don't ask total question. Able to surpass a lot of things. You people have just started your CLAT journey. Better है कि okay. How many mocks to be appearing before the
I
final
think
detail?
about 50.
50 is good enough,
50 is good
right?
enough, right?
100 कर लो, इसका 50 में हो गया, ज्यादा कर लेना. That is one thing. Okay, one CLAT section that you would happily delete forever.
QT.
Maths. See, QT and maths goes hand in hand. Okay, what is one thing that you have Googled a lot of times?
What is the minimum cutoff for tier 1 colleges?
And the results would have been shocking for you, right?
Very much.
Very much. So, she's now getting into the Gujarat mode. The Garbha is already have started taking place, and she's also going to the safest place on planet Earth, maybe. Okay, a song that you'll be dedicating to CLAT. Right? This is a CLAT era. So, what is this one song that comes to your mind?
Okay.
Very interesting
I
question
don't
that
really
they've
listen to
created.
music.
Okay, still one song that comes to your mind.
I don't think there's anyone.
Dina din dha, right? Dina din dha. That's what AG, OG, Loji, Sunoji, and that's where CLAT comes into play. Okay, so unluckily you have not got your answer, but one piece of advice to the CLAT aspirants in just about 3 words or 4 words that you want to attach. What is something that they should do as a CLAT student and as an aspirant?
Okay. So do not panic. It will work out. That's if I had to summarize it in a sentence, that was
Okay, if they
sufficient.
panic, then what will be your message?
If you panic, take a deep breath, drink a sip of water, and go to sleep.
Okay. After that's one of my question, right?
Right.
After taking a lot of questions, seeing you, Jagrati, you seems to be. You said in the beginning, right? You're argumentative with your father. You seems to be so nice, right, and kind as far as the entire podcast is concerned. कैसे लड़ाई करोगे वहां पर जाओगे सुप्रीम कोर्ट हाई कोर्ट में if someone will say जागृति आ रही है and how जागृति will be able to fight in a court of law? Is it true that वहां पर लड़ाई करनी पड़ती है? What is that? Yeah.
No, I think you have to argue. लड़ाई
Ah,
ऐसे
and argue in the basis of facts, right?
right.
Are you good enough to argue?
I think so. Yeah, I've won multiple debates in my school.
Okay.
So
You have participated in MUNs as well?
no, I have not.
Okay. Debates are good enough?
Right.
Right. Okay. So if someone will ask you, there is a question. Ki, looking at you, you do not seems to be a lawyer, right? What will be your answer to them?
Okay, I say I'll develop. I have 5 years. I'll upgrade myself, and then I'll seem like a lawyer.
So please upgrade yourself. iPhone 17 Pro Max.
No, not that. Not in that way, of course.
Another upgrades are happening up. Okay. So interestingly, the last question, right? Imagine a student is watching this right now and they are scared. They're thinking that the time is running out for them.
Right.
They have almost like 7-8 months to close, right? We are in the month of June. What is something that you'll be saying to them that, okay, this is how one needs to be preparing? And एक और सबसे जरूरी चीज होती है जो कि एक बहुत इंटरेस्टिंग चीज है. देयर इज ऑलवेज अ डिबेट गोइंग ऑन
Right.
कि सेल्फ प्रिपरेशन से कुछ नहीं होता बट लोग सेल्फ प्रिपरेशन कर पाते हैं, right? A lot of people, they are doing the self preparation as well. What is your message in one line to all the aspirant who is right now preparing for CLAT? They have 7-8 months to go. कैसे तैयारी करें? How they should be preparing?
Okay. So, well, you know how you should be preparing. You have your mentors and teachers for all of that. But your mindset should be you do not need to doubt yourself. If you prepare for something, you need to dedicate yourself entirely to it. But the moment you let the doubt creep in, that's when things start to get turbulent.
Absolutely. Post CLAT, uh, January, Feb, March, April, and now it's May, June, right? What you have been doing over the last 90 days, 100 days, apart from watching so many series, right? Anything else that you have done specifically for preparing your mindset for getting into the college, national university? Are you excited?
Very much.
Okay.
Okay.
Have you spoken with your seniors out there?
Yes, I have.
Okay.
A few of them.
डराया उन्होंने कि
नहीं.
बोला कि नहीं हो जाएगा, all is well, all is well, all is well?
No, they were helpful. They were
They were
kind.
helpful.
Like,
So generally, people, you're helpful, you're kind, very good. So what you have been doing? 3 महीने से क्या किया? Last चीज क्या किया आपने?
okay, so अभी तो board चल रहे थे मार्च तक, so I was totally
Busy and
busy
occupied.
in boards.
So April and May.
Right, right. April and May, well, first of all, it's about watching the series. Then
Yeah.
I connected with my batchmates
Correct. Correct.
who are in
Reunion. Lot of reunions
no,
happening.
not those from GNLU
Acha,
who will
acha,
be in
wonderful.
my batch.
Okay, wonderful. So there is a group that you people have created.
Yes, yes.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
Okay.
And how's the interactions going on? Going great.
Pretty great. Very
When
good.
you are leaving Varanasi, our dharti of UP, right?
28th June.
28th June, right?
Right.
So best wishes, Jagrati.
Thank you,
It
sir.
was a pleasure talking to you, understanding the entire zone over the last 1 hour or so. And we wish you all the very best from the Career Launcher side. And we believe that you will not be able to bring laurels, women empowerment we talk about. And in all our batches, there are some 80-85% girls quota. All my students are 80. I started joking कि in my classes as well कि अब ये जो men की प्रजाति है वो विलुप्त ना हो जाए dinosaurs की तरह. But best wishes, give my regards to your parents as well, and make sure you make them proud. After 5 years, what's your plan? LLM waiting or corporate life waiting?
I think corporate.
पैसे कमाने हैं. See, earn money, earn lot of money. Thank you so much. All the very best. Thanks a lot. Here we are, and we have today met Jagrati, who has actually Bebaki say she has answered all the questions. I'm sure when you'll be watching this entire podcast, there will be a lot of things that you'll be learning. All the very best. Thank you so much, and hopefully you'll be doing not only great in life, but also you'll be rocking.
Thank you, sir.
Take care. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.